we will start our record. А тем временем всех приветствую, кто подключился на презентацию Бельгийского университета Гента. Напоминаю всем, чтобы не смущались, ставить свои вопросы в чате, на все вопросы будет дан ответ. Если можете, пишите ваши вопросы на английском языке. И всем хорошего времяпрепровождения на данной презентации. And we can start. Good luck.
Thank you for the introduction. And good afternoon, everyone. I'm talking to you from Ghent, a city in Belgium. And current time here is 12:30. So I think it's 1 hour earlier than when you're listening from. I'm going to guide you through a presentation about Ghent University and more specifically about the Faculty of Bioscience Engineering, because that's what we have some very interesting programs, especially for students from Ukraine. So what am I going to show you in this presentation? I'm going to run you quickly through what is Belgium and what is the city of Ghent, where we're located. What is Ghent University? What should you know about it if you consider studying with us? Then some words on our own Faculty of Bioscience Engineering. And then I'll talk about the Erasmus Mundus master degree programs and scholarships that we have and offer. And then some words about the application procedure and career options you can have when you are an alumni of Ghent University. And of course, there is space for a Q&A at the end of the presentation. So first, Belgium and the city of Ghent. Belgium, you might know our country. We're located in the heart of Europe, and we're a kingdom with 11.5 million inhabitants, which is small compared to Ukraine, for example. Brussels is our capital. It's the capital of Belgium, but also of Europe. Let's say, as you undoubtedly know, we host the NATO headquarters, European Commission, and the European Council, for example. Some words about our languages. We have 3 official languages in Belgium. Which is Dutch in the northern part, and that's where I'm talking to you from. So my native language is Dutch. Then we have in the southern part a French-speaking community, and in the eastern part a small German-speaking community. All of this is interesting to know, but not really relevant for studies at Ghent University because everything happens in English there. As I say, Belgium is the heart of Europe. It means also that it's close to other European capitals. As you can see, Amsterdam, London, Paris, it's all between a few hours from Brussels. So many students who study at our university take the chance of traveling to those capitals in the weekends or if they're on holiday because it's so close. I see that there is a question. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the questions while I'm presenting about is Ghent far from Brussels? Well, in terms of how people live generally, it's very close. It's a half an hour by train. And actually, you travel Belgium from the one corner to the other, you travel it in 2.5 hours, 3 hours by train. So we're a very, very small country. And this means that you can come basically everywhere in Belgium in a short time. What are we known for? You might know that Belgium is a very intense beer brewing country. We have 1,500 locally brewed beers, which are exported also, quite a lot in the world. So I hope you already tasted one of our beers. Then chocolates. We're known for our chocolates, and they are delicious, I have to say. And then maybe I'll mention our Red Devils, our team, football team that's doing quite well in recent years. You might know some of our players like Romelu Lukaku or Kevin De Bruyne or Eden Hazard. So this is about some export products. Let's move on to the city of Ghent. Ghent is a very vibrant student city. Why do I say that? Because as you can see in the number of inhabitants and the number of students, 77,000, it means that 1 out of 3 people in Ghent is actually a student. So there are many, and they make up the atmosphere of Ghent, of the city of Ghent, and it's I think it's very nice to be a student in such a urban community. We also it's also in Ghent there's a lot of attention for sustainable mobility. So the city center is a walking area, which makes it very agreeable to walk it and to spend time there. We also drive many bikes. So also every student has a bike or rents a bike and uses it. You can also use public transport, of course, but many students choose to use bikes. We're the Low Countries, so everything's flat and it's very easy to drive bikes. In front of our campus, which you will see on a picture later, you will see the bicycle path, and it's used like a highway, actually, with bikes. We're also water-rich city. We have a lot of canals and 2 rivers that cross in Ghent, and the city can be explored by boat. So we use kayaks, we use water taxis. It's a nice thing to do in Ghent. And here you can see some pictures of the atmosphere. The one here in below is about the Ghent Festival. It's a 10-day festival in July, and it's quite famous worldwide. It's a very big street festival, and I would certainly recommend it. As a very nice activity. Then let's see. Yes, Ghent University. So Ghent University is a comprehensive university, which means that we try to cover a lot of topics. We have 11 faculties, as you can see here, going from psychology to political sciences, pharmaceutical, veterinary, and so on and so on. And I'm from the Faculty of Bioscience Engineering. So that's what I'm gonna talk about in the rest of the presentation. Some words on our student numbers. We have 49,000 students. It's growing a bit year by year. And of those 49,000, 13.5 are international students, which is about 6,600 students. So that's not very high, but that's quite a considerable number of international students. So you don't be alone at Ghent University. We also have, of course, students who go out of Ghent University and study abroad, but we have more students coming in. Our education in English, we have 3 bachelor programs in English, but they are taught in our hub in our branch campus in South Korea, because in Belgium, bachelor programs are only offered in Dutch. That is regulation that makes things how they are. But if we look at the master programs, 73 of 264 are taught in English. So that's a considerable amount. And even further, we also offer master after master programs, and also those 20% is taught in English. Let me also show this number. that could give you some idea about how many PhD degrees are issued to international students. It's a lot. So we often see that international students come to Ghent University to do a PhD or do their master and then enroll as a PhD student. So it's a considerable amount. I see in the Q&A that there is a question about countries where students come from. I will go into that a bit further in the presentation, where you can see the numbers from the continents where people come from. And the question about, is there an application fee? I can say that the answer is no. You can apply for free at Ghent University. What do we offer to our students? We try to take good care of our students and offer them some facilities. Like a big sports center, we offer more than 40 sports that you can choose from. Student homes for accommodation, of course. Bike rental services. As said, many students use bikes in Ghent. Student restaurants that are budget friendly. We also offer study coaching. If you have some trouble planning or making headway with your program, you can rely on our study coaches. We have doctors, psychologists, and a university language center. So if you want to study another language while you're at Ghent University, that's perfectly possible. How many specialities can I apply for at one time is a question. Actually, it depends on which kind of program you choose, but basically you can apply for several. The only thing is that you can only be granted one scholarship, of course, but it's no problem in general to apply for more than one program. We see that it often happens that students do, because some of our programs are quite in the same domain, so it can be indeed a hard choice to make. Yes. For now in Belgium, we're quite good on the domain of Corona, but what I just want to tell you with this slide is that when the Corona pandemic started, we were a trend-setting university in terms of Corona safety. So we put a lot of effort in keeping our students safe. Some words on our faculty. Words and let's say also pictures. I give you a small virtual tour around our campus. This is an aerial view. As you can see, we have quite a lot of different buildings. Some are quite modern, as you can see here. This is the biggest auditorium we have, called Uhu. And we also have classical buildings. This is the main building, built in the 1930s. And as I told you, this is the bicycle path in front of the campus, where you now only see one biker, but I can tell you in the morning and in the evening, this is a highway. We also have a garden inside the buildings, which is very nice in summer. You see students relaxing there and taking their lunch and so on. And of course, as we're a bioscience faculty, we have a lot of laboratories that are state-of-the-art. A multifunctional library. It can be used to search for information, but many students also use it as a study spot, who prefer not to study alone in their student accommodation, but who prefer to sit with other students. This can also be done on many different places in the city. The city of Ghent puts a lot of effort in creating study spots for students in order for them to study together. And then bicycle-friendly environment. I cannot stress it enough. to which degree this is the case in Ghent. Now, let's have a look at our rankings. Ghent University can count on a quite good ranking worldwide. As you can see, here are the 4 major rankings listed. We have Shanghai, Times Higher Education, National Taiwan, and QS World Ranking that are, I think the major ones to check. There you can see that Ghent University has here the highest position of 71, but mainly we can say that our university is always top 100 and sometimes first, sometimes second in Belgium. But if we take a closer look to the numbers in regarding study domains and research domains, then we can see that the research domains of our faculty, like agricultural sciences and life sciences, which are the main topics we teach, then we have quite a lot of higher rankings. You can see in the QS we're the 11th position, and we never go under the top 50 in Times Higher Education. So we can guarantee that we offer quite qualitative education and research to our students. Some facts and figures about 2022 in our faculty. As you can see, we have 3,004 students in the Bioscience Engineering faculty, of which 34 are international. You might remember the general number of 13.5 international students at Ghent University, which means that we have 20% higher than the average amount of international students. This is very important. We're a very international faculty. We put a lot of effort in it because we think it's important. It's also domain specifically. It's very interesting to share perspectives from all over the world. We're talking about living matter at our faculty with different climatological circumstances, different natural circumstances. So it's very interesting, only research-wise, for example, to share all those views. So it's not a coincidence that we're a very international faculty. We have 100 professors, but also a lot of academic and administrative personnel extra. So we want to be able to support our students and academic staff. And if you look at the numbers of international students, you see most of them are PhDs. And the second place, master students who come for a full 2-year master. And then some more than 200 on short-term mobility, which are students that come for a semester or a year in the framework of a exchange program. In terms of gender, we're a very 50-50 faculty. So sometimes it's slightly more men, slightly more women, like now. But our programs apply to or seems to be attractive for all kinds of people. And now I come back to my promise to show to give some insight in where do our students come from. So mainly speaking, we have Asian. Most of our students are Asian, which is let's say a mirroring of world population. So only in those terms already, it's the share that you could expect. Then we have 26% of African students. Then we have 23% students coming from Europe, 13% from Latin America, and 3% from North America. I don't know if the student who asked the question had a more specific question about a certain country so that's also possible. If you would like to know more, please share your question in the Q&A and I will answer it as soon as possible. Then our research teams. So I already situated our research teams, and we're talking about living matter in a cycle starting from the natural capital to sustainable primary production, like agriculture, and then food and health, bioeconomy and green chemistry is also very important, clean environmental technology, and so we try to finish the circle. Biotechnology is in the middle. This is something that is very important in Ghent. We have a very well-known research institute here in Ghent, situated in Ghent, and we also go deeper into biotechnology and data analysis as well in our faculty. Yes. Erasmus Mundus master programs. I want to talk today mainly about 3 programs, and I'll explain later why this is precisely the matter. So Erasmus Mundus program, I don't know if you already know this kind of programs, but in case you don't, I'll just explain shortly what this is about. So Erasmus Mundus master programs are organized by consortia of at least 3 European partner universities, which means Ghent, in this case, is the coordinating institution, but we always work together with 2, 3, or more other partners. So if you graduate from such a program, it means that you have a joint diploma signed by all consortium partners. So it means your diploma is validated by more than 1 European university, which is a big asset, I think. So your studies is 1 or more semesters at coordinating university in Ghent, but at least 1 semester at one of the partners institutions. Most students even go to 2 other partners. So mobility during the 2 years that you study, mobility through Europe is inherent in your program. For these Erasmus Mundus master programs, there are comprehensive scholarships available up to 49,000 euros, excuse me, for non-European students over the period of 2 years. All nationalities can apply for such a scholarship, and about deadlines, I will talk later. An Erasmus Mundus scholarship is comprehensive. It means that your tuition fee is waived. It's paid by the scholarship. You have a monthly allowance of 1,000 euros per month, which is actually enough to study in all possible countries that are part of the consortium. So it is enough to pay for all your living costs, including housing. And you also get a travel fee for traveling from one university to the other, for example. So that adds up to 7,000 euros. You have an all-in insurance, and there is no administration or application fee. So this is what a scholarship is about. Now, we want to present you 3 of those programs with scholarships today, because how can I put this? Because some of these scholarships are regionally organized, which means there is a certain region consisting of, for example, Ukraine, Moldova, and some other countries called ENI East. That is a region defined by the European Commission. And some of these scholarships are especially meant for this region. So although students from all nationalities can apply, certain scholarships are specifically meant for students from those regions, and Ukraine is one of them. So that's why I especially highlight those scholarships today, because as a Ukrainian student, you have way less competition than scholarships from, let's say, the general application round. Could you please tell how much the tuition fee is? Yes, I can. So actually, if you don't have a scholarship and you pay for the tuition fee yourself for an Erasmus Mundus program, it's 9,000 euros a year for a non-European students. And one of the programs, SINREM, which I will talk about later, it's 12,000 euros a year. So, yeah. The first program is the Aqua H program. And in green, you can see the website. The website of a consortium is always the acronym of the program, aquah.eu. It's always constructed like that. Aqua H, it's about, yes, aquaculture, of course. Consumer demands for healthy seafood are rising, but fisheries are stagnating. So aquaculture is considered a very important solution in this matter. So the fish will have to be farmed, but with a rapid growing industry, there's also some growing challenges, of course, and the health management of the fish and the seafood is one of them. And that's what this program is about: aquaculture, healthy seafood, disease control, innovative health management, and food safety. Let's have a look at the partners. So this is a consortium that consists of a partner in Ghent, we ourselves, Norwegian University in Trondheim, Wageningen University in the Netherlands, and Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona and Universitat de Barcelona in Spain. So your mobility will be in one or two partners apart from Ghent University. There's always separate learning tracks in the Erasmus Mundus program. So for instance, in this case, you can choose ecosystems and health, and then you go to the Ghent and the Norway partner, which are specialized in this track, and so on. And so you always decide where your own interest lies the most, and then you follow that track. A program of an Erasmus Mundus master degree is always built more or less in the same way. So you always start your first semester at the coordinating university, Ghent in this case. So for example, here you study fundamentals of health management in aquaculture in semester 1. Semester 2 and 3 are about your specialization. What do you choose? Which track do you prefer? And according to your choice, you go to the partner that teaches the track. Important to say here about aquaculture is that 2 of the 3 tracks that are offered have an internship in the curriculum with credits. So a lot of credits or some less credits, but there are 2 of the 3 that offer you the opportunity to really get in a more practical way involved in the study domain. Semester 4 is always the master dissertation, and yes, depending on the choice of topic you make, you choose your partner university as well. So this is about the Aqua Age program. Then a second Erasmus Mundus program is the IMRD program. So also you can see the acronym imrd.eu. There's also a very comprehensive websites of the consortium, so you can always find all information that you need and even find the email address if you have further questions. So what is IMRD about? It's about agriculture, development, food security, sustainable management of natural resources, and economic development. So agricultural economics is also very important in the IMRD program. It is closely linked to the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, in this sense that it offers SDG labs according to your own interest. Which SDG are you most interested in? And you choose. The IMRD consortium is very big. As you can see, we have 6 European partners in France, Germany, Slovakia, Italy, and Spain. And we also have 9 non-European partners that could be also interesting in order to do research or in another way. But your main semesters are at one of those European universities. And the program of IMRD, as I said, it's basically built up the same as all Erasmus Mundus programs. But interesting here in IMRD is that in summer, between semester 2 and semester 3 of your advanced modules, you have a mandatory case study. So it's doing field work actually, and that could be in or outside Europe. We have the partner in Pisa offers a case study in Italy. The partner in Slovakia offers an option. And then we also have a partner in Vietnam, Cantu, where you can do the case study. IMRD also offers an optional internship. It's not a mandatory part of the curriculum, but if you want to, if you choose to do an internship, it is possible. And then the third program that I want to talk about today is the SINRAM program. It's the International Master of Science in Sustainable and Innovative Natural Resource Management. What is this about? It starts from the idea that there is no such thing as waste. There is no waste. Waste is a resource. It's always a resource. And so this program wants to give you a broad overview into the entire value chain of natural resources. So starting from mining and raw materials exploration to end-of-life products and how they are recovered into a circular economy, for example. So it's about the entire value chain. So some keywords here are sustainability, georesources, chemistry is a very important part of this program, mineral and metal raw materials, and circular economy. 3 partners, Uppsala University in Sweden is the second one, and TU Freiburg in Germany is the third one. Also here, you can choose your own mobility track depending on your own personal interests. So georesource exploration is in Uppsala. In Sweden, sustainable processes, then you go to TU Freiburg. Sustainable entrepreneurship is also taught at Uppsala University. And I really want to stress that the SINRAM program puts a lot of effort in training students toward entrepreneurship. So it's a program that really has a lot of attention for this matter. Resource recovery and sustainable materials and circular societies, the last 2 are taught by Ghent University. I'm going to have a quick look at the questions. What percentage of students are on scholarships? Let's say for an Erasmus Mundus program, it depends a bit on the program, but like for the IMRD program, I think some 75% is on a scholarship, or 70%, and 30% is a self-paying student. I think for SINRAM, it's even more students on a scholarship. Is the copy of the bachelor diploma accepted? Yes, that's a question regarding the application. Well, a certified copy of a bachelor diploma is accepted, but if you in the end come to Belgium, if you get the scholarship or you get admission to the program, then you are expected to bring it on paper as well. But a certified copy legalized by a legalized certified copy, so it is important. Yes. You have undergraduate programs in English. As I talked a bit about at the beginning of the presentation, we have 3 bachelor programs, but they are taught in our hub in South Korea, so not in Belgium. They're also in the domain of bioscience and engineering, for example, food technology. But you have to have a look at the GUGC campus in order to find the bachelor programs in English. Yes, the required score for TOEFL, I'm going to answer that later. I think we're almost there. Yes. Some words on our other programs. I'm going to quickly run you through some other programs that we offer. One of them is Environmental Science and Technology. These programs are no Erasmus Mundus programs. It means that you have the full 2-year master program at Ghent University. Here we're talking about ecosystems, pollution prevention, pollution remediation. It's very solution-oriented, this program. So not only analyzing what's going wrong, but also finding solutions. And sustainable use of resources. This program offers 5 majors, so it allows you to graduate on a topic that is very close to your personal interest. We also have a master in food technology. Here you can see some keywords. This is also a program that is inter-university. So it's partly taught at Ghent University and partly taught at another Belgian university, which is KU Leuven. Then we also have a regular MSc in aquaculture. So compared to the one that I was talking about earlier, this is less about health management. This is more about the farming itself. This is also a 2-year program taught at Ghent University. Then we have a quite new program, Pharmaceutical Engineering. It's running its first academic year now, and it combines knowledge, well, let's say engineering competences with pharmaceutical competences. It's a program that is offered by 2 faculties of Ghent University, which is ours, Faculty of Bioscience Engineering, and the Faculty of Pharmacy. Then we also have the Sustainable Food Packaging Master. This is a master after master. So you need a master diploma in order to be able to enroll, but it's a modular system. So you can do it, it's 1 year, but you can do it spread over several years because people who enroll are sometimes people who are already work or so it's very flexible, this program. I'm having a look at the questions. I'm interested in management. Can you tell me the tuition fee and admission? Management is a bit unclear to me. I suppose there's something in front of the management. Which kind of management? Is the tuition fee paid all at once for the year? Yes, it is. You pay for the whole year. and tell me, please, from which countries do applications come? They come from all over the world. We have 100 nationalities every year. So yes, basically anywhere. Ukraine. Ukraine, yes. Yes, sometimes we have applications from Ukraine as well. That's is it only social sciences in English bachelor degree? No, it's no social sciences. It's only biosciences in the bachelor's degree. So this is a quick overview of the other programs I talked about. What I didn't mention is the nutrition and food systems program. This is about nutrition of populations. So it's not about the individual level. It's about developing programs that can improve nutrition of populations. Themes like malnutrition, hunger, but also obesity and diet related chronic diseases are part of this program. And then IMSOGLO is another Erasmus Mundus program, what I talked about earlier. It's about soil and global change and the interaction between both, because the impact of global change on soil and soil resilience is substantial. But unfortunately, this program offers no Erasmus Mundus scholarships this year. It's a transition year, so no scholarships offered. What I also would like to add, that for these programs that you can study at Ghent University, there are some extra scholarships available, top-up grants and mastermind grants. These are not full scholarships, partial scholarships. And the difference between these kind of scholarships and Erasmus Mundus is you cannot apply for it yourself. You apply for the program, and you can let us know that you are interested in a scholarship, and then the program nominates students in order to receive these scholarships. So it's based on personal merit and grades in general. Applications, in case you would like to apply for one of our programs, it's very important to check the academic requirements first. So I would advise go to the website of the program and check what you exactly need. Mostly it's for our programs, it's a combination of mathematics and or statistics, some component of life sciences, and then either economics or something else. It differs per program, so it's very important that you check quite good what is expected to be on your transcript of records. Then also check your language requirements. Also here, somebody asked in the Q&A, what TOEFL internet-based score do I need? Generally speaking, it's TOEFL between 86 and 90, but that's generally speaking. So also here I would advise, please check the website of the program you're interested in to know the exact numbers, because it differs a bit per program. If you want to apply, applications are open since the beginning of October, and the deadline for all scholarship seeking and non-EU students is the end of February of 2023. So this gives you some 3.5 more months or even more to complete your application. And the results of the scholarship selection will be known in April, early May 2023. Any question you might have and that I cannot answer today, for example, because I know quite a lot, but not everything, please don't hesitate to send your email to applications.itc@ugent.be. It's written here on the slide. This is the applications office, and our colleagues are very happy to help you with any more detailed question that you might have about your application or any question in general. So please contact our colleagues. They're happy to help. Now, what can you expect when you graduate from Ghent University or an Erasmus Mundus program? Generally speaking, we see 4 career paths that our alumni tend to follow. The first one is research and education. Universities, research institutions, private or governmental organizations. Many of our students go into research. As I told you before, we also have quite a lot of PhDs among our students. Then we see policy making in the career paths of our alumni. So in governmental organizations, national or international NGOs also happens a lot. And even in the private sector, we see policymakers, consultancy and advisory positions. Also, we also see this career path. Private, governmental, and NGOs. That's a bit the same options. And then entrepreneurs, as I told you, for instance, in the SINREM program, but also coming from IMRD or aquaculture, we see that some of our students become entrepreneurs themselves or get into management positions in companies, in the industry, in corporate businesses, and so on. So this is it from my part. Remaining questions. I'm going to have first a look at the latest questions in the Q&A. Do you have part-time education? Well, apart from the program in sustainable food packaging, usually our programs are done full-time actually. So apart from that program, we do not offer a part-time education. What is the university scholarship amount? I suppose that you mean the top-up grant, so the not comprehensive scholarship. I am not exactly sure about that. If you would like to inquire this, I would suggest to send an email to applications.itc@ugent.be. I will show the address here as well. Please remember this address because you can use it for any type of question you might have. This is our website where you can see all master programs summed up, and you can use it as a starting point for your application, for example. But I'm afraid I cannot give you the exact amount of a top-up grant at Ghent University. Yes, this is a very interesting question. This year I am I'm graduating from a university in Ukraine. What documents are required for admission to the master's degree in pharmacy? Well, generally speaking, I will let you know which documents you need for an application. But it differs a bit if you're applying for an Erasmus Mundus program. But generally speaking, what you need is a PDF of your passport, a certified copy of a transcript of records. I'm going to try and find an overview. One moment, please. I'm sorry for this small delay, but I don't want to forget anything. Yes, so a PDF of your passport. I'm first of all going to talk about what you need for Erasmus Mundus application. It is in any way less that you need for a regular Master of Science, so the pharmacy program. It's in any case less. But if you want to do an application for Erasmus Mundus program, you need, as I said, a PDF of your passport, a short CV, your own curriculum vitae, maximum 2 pages, a motivation letter, of which I would like to stress that it is a very important part of your application. It's well read by the committee, and it's if your motivation letter is good, it gives you some more chance to the scholarship. Your bachelor diploma or a certificate of enrollment if you're still in your last year, because you can apply if you're still in your last bachelor year. So you add the transcript of records translated in a language that our colleagues are capable of understanding, which is English, French, or German, for example. But usually that's no problem at the administration of a university. The transcript of records, 2 reference letters, so by professors or even a professional if you're already working. This is not required for the IMRD program, but it is for the other Erasmus Mundus programs. And of course, an English language certificate. That is also a very important part of your application. Is the price level higher in Belgium than in Germany? That is something I cannot tell you by heart. No, I have no idea. What I would also like to add concerning application is that it's you can just start your application and create your account, and it's a process. You don't have to get everything ready at first to start your application. You can do it in several steps. So during the process, it will also get clear for you which documents you need. And as said, please don't hesitate to email our colleagues at the application office to know some more upfront. I think you might see. Sorry for that. Are internships included in the course? Are they paid? Does the university help in finding companies for internships, or does the student do it on his own? Internships are included in some courses. It's best that you check the individual website of the program, for example, starting from here. So in aquaculture, for example, the Aqua H program, health management, you can choose for an internship as part of your curriculum. IMRD, you can do it as well. Are they paid? No, they are not paid. Internships are not paid. But you can certainly count on your professors to help you finding companies for internships. Yes, you will get advice on that for sure. I don't see new questions coming in. I don't know if any of you still has one. I'll wait for a few more minutes. Nope. Aha, I didn't see this question before. Do you have students from Central Asia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan? Yes, we have. In recent years, we have been welcoming more students from Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. That's also partly connected to the fact that there were certain, this was a scholarship region for certain programs. So in the IMSOGLO program, in the SIMREM program, in the IMRG program, we have students from Kazakhstan and or Uzbekistan. Is there an application fee? As said earlier, so I'd like to stress there is no application fee. You're free to start your application and finish it or decline from it. Yes, I think most of the questions, yes, have been answered. And if I don't, oh, here's another one. Do you have students from Tajikistan as well? As far as I know, we haven't welcomed a student from Tajikistan so far. But also for this region, Tajikistan is also part of the Central Asian region as defined by EASEA of the European Commission. So there are actually also some scholarships for this region, of which Tajikistan is a part. You're very welcome. Okay, now that I see that I do not get any extra questions, I would all like to thank you very much for your attention. I hope you consider Ghent University as a possible destination for your future student journey. And I wish you a pleasant day. Thank you. Any program for IT genetic? We might have, but I would advise you go to Ghent University website and because I'm not very informed about those specifics. Thank you. And have a nice day. Bye.